Hello, it's VidHead85. Can we talk for a minute? All right, thank you. Now, I am, the county legislature race is gearing up once again. Okay, they have 2-year terms, like the House of Representatives. And in 2011, November 2011, we voted for Tim Hogues into office. He is the first district. Now, I was personally a little skeptical about him because he spoke of that he would put marriage equality to a referendum. But he's done a great job so far. He was willing to listen to people and their concerns and learn about it so that he could make an informed decision. And for that, I respect him for that. Now, he wrested the seat from Barbara Miller Williams, pictured here, whose interest sent out these flyers with permit 1278 on them. Okay, a Two on Your Side reporter was in fact connected to the reports, or was connected to the flyers. Now, I'm drawing on the side of Hogues, who caught the Democratic nomination from Miller Williams in part because of her redistricting map that was called Local Law Number 3 at the time, which protected her district and diluted a lot of minority communities. She drew the map to give Republicans in Erie County Legislature the majority. She is now up for a rematch, and the Democratic Party is backing Hogues, a real Democrat. My thought is that when Tim Kennedy, and another rogue Democrat, gave Collins, pictured here, control, I think she may have been wooed into it by Byron Brown and the Steve Pigeon faction, the Conservocrats, so that she could get the Speaker's chair should the Republicans get the majority. Along with Miller Williams, okay, Tim Kennedy went rogue, and Collins could do whatever he wanted. And that is why when Tim Kennedy came up for re-election last year, I backed Betty Jean Grant. Now, many of the places that were closed were in her district and in the area that Hogues had then represented, or that Hogues represented, which was then represented by Miller Williams, whose lines Adam Perry drew to protect her. So now we get into the mailers. Here is one. Here is the one I showed you. It accuses Tim Hogues of hiding and of the same things that Barbara Miller Williams had done. Okay? Now, the same, what was Tim Hogues hiding? And this is the Barbara Miller Williams one that pro Tim Hogues one that shows exactly what Barbara Miller Williams did, like conspiring with Republicans to slash library funding and health services, like the one on 1500 Broadway, which the county is opening up in January 2014, cut child care subsidies, which forced women to scramble for babysitters and or quit their jobs, and slashed funding for community groups, all away from where Collins lived. Miller Williams got voted out. Tim Kennedy ran for state senate in 2010, but got the scare of a lifetime from Betty Jean Grant, and the crazy Republican Collins got a spot in Congress. Now, which I think he's a sociopath or something. But also, Betty Jean Grant joked that she didn't run it on a shoestring. She ran it on dental floss, and she came so close to beating him in that primary. Should Betty Jean Grant run again for state senate, I would support her. I'm not a conservative anymore. That's a long story. It was an operation to scare the bejeebers out of these conservatives, which was successful. But I will toss my support behind her because of the fact that Kennedy decided to put Collins in charge. And he put my neighborhood on that, which he didn't give a damn about, in harm's way to get the conservative line. This is a local thing that really roused my ire. So when I asked Betty Jean about why did she seem so venomous? Like, there seems like there's a real axe to grind. Now that I know, even though I wonder about her support over LGBT issues sometimes, even though I really don't, because she's really been a champion for us. This is why I was surprised when I saw the mailer pictured here. Guess what permit number it is, fellas, ladies and gentlemen? Permit number 1278. Remember, that permit number is supporting Barbara Miller Williams. She will have to pry my vote for Tim Hogues out of my cold, dead hand. I will be drawing on the side of Tim Hogues, and I will be doing all I can to support Betty Jean Grant, 2 true blue Democrats in the county legislature. Thanks for letting me talk to you. See you later.